Today, we will be breaking a curse over your life. I have some channel notes here, and I'm going to read them to you. They are so powerful and healing for your soul. I hope you have the capacity to receive this message because it's beautiful. So after that, I'll do some tarot. I'll see what comes out from there, but let's get started. I forgot some lip gloss, and listen, my lips will get chapped, so I don't got time for this. Okay, so the binding magic over your life has been lifted. They may never acknowledge what they did or how dark things got, how cold it became, leaving you alone, never acknowledging the sunken place you survived and overcame. Stop waiting, beloved. Act on your purpose. Don't fall back listening to the mind playing tricks. This isn't your truth. This was inherited. You can release it or give it back. All those times you were never alone. We were watching, protecting, and cloaking you. We see what was done behind closed doors, how they tried to beat the light out of you. This was a design since birth, a contract for your soul. In those dark times, we have been caring for you and preparing you for this. They bound you with magic from previous lifetimes until this one. The vanity spell just requires you to see through it. They parade around these false idols, coercing you to believe out there when all along the magic has been within you. Repeat this incantation. Everything not mine must leave me now. That which was inherited to bind me must leave. Any entity wishing to attach to me anywhere in my being, my temple, must leave. I claim full sovereignty over my life in both the physical and non-physical realms. I fill myself with the highest pure white and indigo light. So it is. And I also put surrounding and protecting me always. And I'm actually going to attach, because it was longer than that and I didn't want to read all that, I'm just going to attach it in the comments, and I highly recommend you read it out loud to yourself with your whole heart wide open, okay? Because it's in your blood. It's in your blood. The witch trials in your blood, okay? It's going to get deep today, and I'm so proud of you. So we bury our unfinished business and we date our unfinished business. The universe is not good or bad. It's whatever your frequency is, and it's about balance. So you are breaking a major curse over your life. And it's been repeating in patterns from probably your parents, your relationships, your teachers, anything that preyed on you, basically, as when it would, but it masked itself as something else every time. But it all along, it was some dark entity that had a contract, unfortunately, to bind you, to keep you away from your gifts. I saw the serpent here. So it's in your blood, remained on top for a reason, because this has been in your blood. This is your inheritance. So let's see what you're going through and how I can assist you. Thank you, angels. Thank you, spirit guides. Thank you, everyone coming through on this one. I feel so much love surrounding this message. I feel a supernatural support system beyond what I can put into words. You know, the veil's quite thin right now. I know we're approaching Hallows Eve. This is Hallows Eve, actually. I don't like the charades, but I like the truth. Which trials stay on top, okay? I know that that's not like super uncommon with how shuffles work, but whatever. I'm proud of it. I love it. I love where we're going with this. So let's go. Let's do this. Oh my gosh, no chimes. Hold on. I gotta knock some of these dark ones out of here. Get out of here, please. Let's keep the vibes high. Let's stay present. Let's not try to rush off to the next thing, because that's the distraction. That's the mind manipulation, and that's the trick on your soul, trying to capture you. That's what the phones do. They capture your light. Don't let it take your light, and just feed it that energy. Like, let's focus on healing and growing and expanding here and upgrading to the next level. I didn't light the candle. Listen. It's all good. It's all good. Let's get it though. Some of us are frozen at the bus stop since 8 years old. Some of us are trapped. Our inner child is trapped. It's like your inner child is frozen at an experience. It didn't know how to handle. It was overwhelmed. It was shaken, fearful, anxious, abandoned. There's a lot of emotions here where the inner you, the young you, the little you was tricked into internalizing the pain. So we're going to send it back where it belongs, which is outside of you. We should externalize this like we do everything else. Shared fantasy came out first. Wow. This is a psychological term where you and another have an agreed upon reality. And it's a fantasy world that you share together. This could be so many layers, so many different things. So let me see where it wants to go. Adrenochrome underneath that. Wow. Sign language. Let's see. Spirituality without the ability to control your reality is sheer vanity. I literally said that in the message, the channel message. That's from Neuro Knowledge. Super dope dude on the internet if you don't know him. Easy choices, hard life. Hard choices, easy life. And then we have ancient Egyptians are from Atlantis. Giza to Atlantis. The Sphinx covered the portal to the inner earth. Wow. Okay. Who are you? You are clearly a part of this group that I'm picking up on. And we're traveling, astral traveling, okay? We got places to go and demons to vanquish, enlightenment to be had. So I am so honored to be here. Oh. So shared fantasy with adrenochrome, that I feel like I could talk about that for an hour. Shared fantasy. What do you guys want to say about that? Adrenochrome, sign language. Easy choices, hard life. Hard choices, easy life. Easy choices, hard life. Right. Once you acknowledge the hard choices that you're going to make, it will make your life a lot easier. Versus the opposite. You make these easy choices, these in the moment, quick things that might make you laugh or distract you, keep you in that fantasy. That's where the spell, the illusion, the entrapment continues, the cycle continues. When you make the hard choices and follow the deeper knowledge, the deeper wisdom, there's that 6 of cups there. We're going back. We're going back to your childhood, and we're going back lifetimes here. There's a multi-layer onion happening in my mind. And you're learning how to take control of your reality. This shared fantasy was implanted in your mind so you could be food source, energetic food source for entities that are attached to you or have attached to you or in the past have attached to you. And it's showing me very clearly this has been potentially since birth for many and since childhood for others. An entity you walked into your life at a vulnerable moment where you didn't know what was happening because you had been coerced and shaken to the point where you couldn't quite see reality anymore for what it was because you were trapped in somebody played a trick on your mind. And in doing so, it's just like you would imagine in a cartoon where you go to a crossroad and you meet up with a demon and make a pact, a deal. It's almost like a friend. It came to you as a friend. It came to you to comfort and nurture you in a time when you were vulnerable. And it cloaked itself, it disguised itself as something to help you, but in reality, so this could be, okay, somebody picked up a cigarette when they were little, somebody picked up weed, somebody picked up pills, alcohol, some sort of substance, some sort of porn. It could be so many different things. Even excessive junk food, overeating, or even looking in the mirror, because that's magic as well. Looking in the mirror and the self-image. There's something where you picked it up and you didn't put it back down. And that has been an entity attachment for a long time. So long that it became you. It became a part of you. And here we are calling it out. We're going to address the demon in the room. We're going to address the elephant in the room, the demon in the room that's been cock blocking your life, okay? Keeping you from the truth, which would release you, free you. Yeah, we're done with this. We're calling it out. We're a lot of the what we call demons and entities and things like that. They strive and thrive on not being seen and hiding in the shadows. But when we call them out and tell them they must leave, they need to remove themselves, they attach to our energy centers. They come in through portals. If your heart chakra, let's say your heart is broken, it's not working properly, it's not in high vibration. When you were pure, let's say you're 3 years old, your heart chakra was fully activated, fully okay. But something happened. I'm seeing like inappropriate things happening to little ones, unfortunately. And when these things happen, it makes these beings come in and attach, and sometimes contracts from previous lives. Some of our ancestors have sacrificed us, and they're not all good, okay? So we have to unbind certain spells and magic over our life by identifying it first, calling it out first. Some of these spells are so weak. The vanity spells, like, all you have to do is call it out. It's on you, but you have to see it, and you have to be willing to go to that depth and make that hard choice. This sign language card, it's an unspoken language. It's a knowing. It's how you can go into the grocery store and see a little kid and make contact without words and have a resonance and understanding, because that kid is still in tune and they're telepathic and they understand the language of love. So you can have that conversation with your inner child, with little children, with yourself, whatever, anyone who's tapped in. And that's where we're releasing this darkness over our life, taking this action. We have the Ace of Wands. So we go from the Four of Pentacles in reverse to the Ace of Wands. This is gonna feel so good. It's like, yes, I needed this so bad. I didn't quite understand, but letting this go feels so good. letting go of, like, I just see somebody dealing with like neck issues and, like shoulders. You've just been carrying a lot of weight on the shoulders. It has been heavy. It's been very, very heavy. Very, very heavy. And now I'm seeing like the lower back, inner back area. The spine is like, I'm seeing the kundalini and I'm seeing the spine, each vertebrae. And you know how you can pop your back? Like when you pop that, like that's energy being released. And the tension that builds up, that's energy. And because we can't tangibly express or identify what that might be, it's often an energetic entity attachment clinging onto you. It could be a spirit. Happy Halloween, okay? It could be a spirit just wanting to live in your body. One way I was shown this, how when, a couple things. I'm going to try to keep it about you, but hey, you're here with me, so you got to support me too. I had an entity attachment on my heart some years back that gratefully has been released. But it tried to get me since my mom was pregnant with me, and I believe there's been a curse since previous lifetimes, but there was an entity that came in and tried to take me out in the womb. It flipped me upside down, wrapped me in my umbilical cord, and I turned purple, and they had to get me out of there. So it's like, things like that are real, and it's a whole story in itself. It's actually in my book, I think. I hope I put it in there. But the point is, these monsters come in through means of agreements. Your parent can make an agreement, unconscious agreements with entities. And it's sad. It's sad to know that that's what it is, but here we are. And we're going to, I'm telling you, imagining the light, they can't be in the light. That's the thing. Love, peace, joy, they cannot survive it. They just can't. They're too low vibrational. They live in a different density. And although it's non-corporeal, I don't know that word, non-corporeal, it's non-physical, where they reside, it's still a low density. It's still not in alignment with the vibration of peace and joy. That's why fasting is critical. You fast, let's say they came in through cigarettes. Let's say it's just a spirit. Let's just keep it simple, okay? Let's say you got a spirit on you, and it's a grandpa. It's a grandpa. He won't leave you alone. It's like he could have been a heavy smoker, and he's just choosing not to go into the light. But because you're now the smoker, he lives in your body to continue to feel something. And it's like, no, grandpa, you need to get your ass in that light. What's going on here with love? Get off of me. Like, leave me alone. Why are you tormenting me? Seven of Swords. Is that Seven of Swords? Yes. I want to cry of joy, honestly. Making a break for it. Deceit, lies, trickery, cheating, theft. Right, it's stealing from you. It's stealing from you. And grandpa, whose grandpa's here? Somebody's grandpa's in the room. It's so weird. Someone is kind of attacking my heart right now, and I don't like it. Clear it. Yeah, masquerading, pretending to be your friend. It's like, okay, they come in your life, they see your light, because we're talking about spirits. I know y'all want to be so physical. Y'all just want to see what's going on out there, but listen, there's a lot going on in the unseen. And I see you walking in your life and experiencing these relationships with entities that see your spirit. And when they see your heart glowing, they are just like, huh? How do I get that? That looks yummy. That will give me life. That will be electrifying to feel that. Spirits, a lot of spirits have this insatiable need to feel something. So a lot of addiction and trauma and everything comes from that. So here you are, you're looking at your life and you're, okay, there's clearly something going on underneath. Be proud of yourself. If you're listening to this message, you come a long way. Listen to the information coming through. We have the Page of Swords with curiosity, doing the research, understanding there's a lot more to this world than the physical. And it's the more, listen, belief is everything. So where your attention flows, your energy goes. If you believe, it's not that if you believe, it's more so we have believed for collectively long enough that it's so physical that when we start shifting our consciousness collectively to believing in the totality and remembering and bringing back the memories, the epigenetics, the DNA, oh my gosh, I think we're going to see them walking down the street. You know, we're going to see the spirits. We're going to see them clear as day. It's going to be like, oh my gosh, the whole time they're just here with us, living in their own layer of density, like playing games this whole time. Like, why didn't we know? It was done on purpose. The spirit world as above, so below. And we're ending with this decision, like yesterday, actually. Are you going to decide to stay blindfolded to the limited reality, or are you going to unpack this imposter? Are you going to, look, call it out? There's something in your life, call it out. You've seen it. You clearly recognize there's something going on with an imposter. We got the Seven of Swords and the Two of Swords with the Page of Swords. No, no, you cannot have me. That's the kind of energy you need to, look what stayed on the bottom there, okay? It's funny, they feel they're so powerful, but they hide. I thought you were powerful. What you hiding for? Isn't it funny how illuminating it is when you actually have power? It's a lot simpler, kind of like this. Easy choices, hard life. Hard choices, easy life. Your life becomes easier, simpler, and more truthful, which ending on the ancient Egyptians are from Atlantis. Giza takes you to the inner earth. It's another mystery that they have hidden from us to keep us bound to this magic. That's the inversion, keeping you from going that deep. Envy at the bottom. Yeah, the Leviathan spirit has been heavy on my thoughts lately. Envy is gathering more souls to be more powerful. And that's what they do, is they're consuming souls to be more powerful, which is why we have to save the children. Childhood and abandonment. So it's all strategic. I see like, you know how there's hierarchy? It's all strategic and designed to get us in this frequency of fear. So whatever you're dealing with, actually I want to explain it as a totality. I see this Leviathan gathering souls, an army, to fight the light. And it's consuming them. The younger, the more pure, not only the more tasty, but the more powerful. Because the more pure of a soul that you can get to do something like suicide or maybe even like they could intentionally cause a car crash. They can get you to do things that would cause you to go bye-bye. So they do all these things to get you to go bye-bye so they can be there waiting for you to consume your soul. And it's very sad, and it's gaining a lot of power, but so are we, okay? Let's get it correct. So here you are dealing with this child abandonment wound where you're this shared fantasy experience that you have with another. It could be a parent, a partner, etc., a friend, a sibling, it doesn't matter. Is a pattern. Identify the pattern. The pattern is this a balanced and equal exchange relationship? If not, identify who's giving more or less and who's taking, because that's clear as day to me. You're in a relationship, an exchange with another or many others, in an imbalanced exchange. This could be your work. Are you feeding your time? Are you living before you die? Are you feeding your time to a company that just drains your time and energy for a roof over your head that you can barely function in? Like, there's so many ways these motherfuckers come in, and it's really being shown to me how and how you can release it, let it go from your life. So I'm just gonna ask, what exactly, tell me more about this imposter you're dealing with. Who's this imposter? Who's the Seven of Swords character? This shared fantasy? Thank you. Vampire. Who's the vampire? Who's the vampire? I'm sure you've watched a million readings on this vampire. And because your dopamine and everything's hijacked and off key, you're more focused on them than yourself. And the exchange is bad. Bad. It's like, I want you to be selfish right now. I want you to be very selfish, and I want you to fast from something, please. I don't know what it is for you at this time. It can be whatever you can handle right now. Fasting from a job, fasting from coffee, fasting from, I mean, we're talking way bigger than a coffee entity. If someone's attached to you because they like coffee, that might be a spirit they can stay for a minute, okay? They can enjoy that coffee. But we're talking about something deeper here. What is the deeper, what does this vampire want? I know they want your soul. That's pretty obvious to me. I'm seeing the femme fatale, prince. So here's that character where they were holding something behind their back. So using sweetness, somebody's using sweetness, and they're trying to take inappropriately through sensual. So this is a lust. Is that the Leviathan or is it envy? Should I look that up? Can somebody just tell me? I don't know. I don't feel like doing computer stuff right now. But, okay, just show me what you want me to see, please. Thank you. Because it did come in reverse. Inappropriate use of sensuality, attachment to money and power. Okay, that's the envy. So we're talking about the Leviathan here. We're talking high up. Leviathan's high ranking. That's like a commander in the Dark One's army. And it sent out smaller, lesser possessed ones in your life, acting as imposters and false beings around you to deceive you through power and attachment to money and power. This could be career. Why is that under femme fatale? Because it's also using femininity. Help me see this. I actually think I've said all I need to say. This is a public message and it's general, so I think that's why it's challenging for me to make it personal. So I'm just going to accept and not be a perfectionist here. That is the message today. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you so much. Please leave a comment down below. Let me know how this resonated. Like the video. Check out all my stuff down there. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.